Here's how to get out of champion or elite rank in chapter 5. So first, I recommend landing somewhere towards the edge of the map, as I reckon that no one else will land there, but maybe a few people. And this spot that I just landed is really good because if you can get on this hill before anyone else, you can get the chest and even look down at other people and get guns before they even land. So next, you want to get as much loot as you possibly can, farm up materials, and get set for the entire game because you're going to have to take some mid-game and end-game fights, so you got to be prepared for them. So this is the first early game / mid game fight that I'm going to be taking in this game. And as you can see, I played really smart, but he also had no shield, so it was really easy for me to take him down. And since he had no Y health, I'm using that knowledge to think that since he was running away with no Y health, that there's another opponent back from where he was coming from, and I was right. So now that you've survived off spawn, you can now play for the endgame and get as much ranking placement as you can. Or you can play like me and go for a medallion because you know you're going to take more endgame and mid-game fights. Having a medallion is really going to help you, so make sure you try to obtain one as soon as possible. And as I see, the Peter Griffin Mythic is still there in Storm, but someone beats me to it. But I have to fight him for it because I know it's worth getting, and this is what happens. Oh my god. So now that I've obtained the Mythic Peter Griffin shotgun and a medallion, I know that I'm stronger than a lot of other players as I have a medallion, but now I try to take as many mid-game to end-game fights at the edge of the map so I don't get third-partied, because third-partying is one of the biggest reasons people die in solos. So now using all the steps I've told you about in this video, you want to use the last couple steps, which is W keying at the edge of the map so you don't get third-partied, and playing smart in fights to try to win the game is something that will gain you rank, so make sure you follow those exact steps for the rest of the game so that you guys can get more kills, more rank, and more rank placement. Making sure you get the win is something that you really need to do, and if you don't get the win, you are losing out on so much more rank if you get a second place versus getting a win. Also, if you haven't noticed yet, I did drop the Mythic Pump for the Mythic Auto Frenzy, as it's really good in solos, especially when you're W keying, because it really helps finishing fights really fast. So this is where I make the biggest mistake of the game, which cost me tons of rank and the win. So now I'm sitting with the best loadout, 4 medallions, 7 kills, and I'm top 4 right now, and all I need is the win. But with this knowledge of me being so stacked, and that I'm the best player in the lobby, which I actually most likely am, I get too greedy for this kill, and I push brainlessly. And of course this kid gets lucky, or it just genuinely kills me because I played dumb. This is something a lot of you guys and I struggle with, which costs us a lot of rank, because if you don't get the win in solo ranked, you definitely lose a lot of rank. As you can see, I got 7 kills and barely gained anything, versus if I got 7 kills and won the game, I would have gained so much more. But if you guys want to rank up to Unreal this season, you gotta make sure you follow all of these steps and use code MELLOW in the Fortnite item shop and even drop me a follow.